Welcome to Market Matters. I'm Sulhi Azman. Joining with me together is Nadia Hassan.
No need for full name. But yes, that's how my middle name goes. But anyway, it's an interesting day today, isn't it, Sulhi?
Yeah, it's a very interesting day today, and it's a Thanksgiving Day, I think, for the US, which is going to be tomorrow. It's ongoing for the on the November 26th, the fourth Thursday in November. And guess what? President Obama today has pardoned a turkey.
You were about to say chicken, weren't you?
Yeah,
you were about to say chicken, weren't you? Yeah, it's a thing he does every year, apparently. Although Thanksgiving is well known for turkeys, they tend to pardon them every single year. I think it's I was reading about it on NPR radio. There's a piece on how it goes back. I think because the president used to get turkeys, and now I think he just pardons them rather than makes them into a delicious, yummy roast.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought that only the Pope can actually forgive those who have sinned, but apparently the president can also do that to the turkey.
What have turkeys ever done to you, man?
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, the names of but the thing is, if they don't want to eat these turkeys, they really shouldn't stop calling them like popcorn and caramel and mac and cheese.
And also, this year's name is Honest and Ape. And Nadia, where did that get sent? It's to the Disneyland.
Exactly. So actually, if you go on the regional, though, talking about economic standpoint, it is going to be before Black Friday, and Black Friday and Cyber Monday are going to be the main two things that you watch to see whether the U.S. consumer, the biggest consumer in the world, who basically just loves everything, are they still buying?
All right, okay, back home today, we have the APM KLCI today closed 1.33 points down at 1,683.09 points, falling short of a straight green week target by the analysts. Now, 439 counters closed down versus 433 counters closing up. The market is a little less liquid today. Trading volume was about slightly less than 2.2 billion ringgit.
But the thing is, right, I think that short of a nuclear strike tomorrow, we will actually see a solid week of green. I say that now, and then tomorrow it goes down. But the fact is, it looks like people are on the uptrend this week at least.
Yeah, I mean, interestingly, on the regional market side, the euro has hit a fresh 7.5-month low against the US dollar after the ECB official told Reuters that they are going to considering unconventional easing measures. Now, basically, what this means is that the ECB President Mario Draghi is about to introduce some stimulus to boost the economy and hit the inflation target.
Yeah, so I don't know if you believe in the story of Europe. I mean, ECB and everything, they've been wanting to try and kickstart that part of the world forever. And now with all the geopolitical tensions, I personally think they're quite effed. But
it's making it complicated.
Yeah, exactly. It's making it quite complicated for them. But regionally, I think people are still holding. Let's see how Draghi actually acts. When you talk about unconventional measures, I don't know what you can do. Stand on the street corner and give out money to everybody?
Or maybe print out more money, yeah.
That's not unconventional.
Anyway, on the Nikkei side, Nikkei closed 0.49% up at 19,944 as Japanese stock rebounded in thin trades due to the fact that they are going to supply iPhones LCD. But anyway, on Chinese equity market, Shanghai closed 0.34% down today at 3,635 points amid news of the fact that Chinese President Xi Jinping is overhauling the China energy industry.
So yeah, what do we have for our hot stock of today?
Moving on to hot stock today, we have Chin Well, which closed out 3% to end at RM1.69. The stock has been steadily climbing by 24% since end August. Now, Nadia, this company, right, it manufactures and sells carbon steel fasteners such as screws, nuts and bolts.
Yeah, so what they're doing is, there was an article today on the Edge Markets about how they expect a revenue boost from the do-it-yourself fastener business in Europe. The thing is, DIY, as far as I can tell it as a trend, seems to be more prevalent in Western countries. If any of you disagree with me, please comment. I don't think people here tend to assemble as much, or the DIY is not as big as much in this country. So the executive director, Sai Chi-yun, said they manufacture and supply fasteners to 8 customers in Europe. How funny, we were talking about Draghi. And basically, one of the guys they mentioned was British home improvement chain B&Q PLC.
Well, I think you might have some good stories or good joke to tell.
Oh, no, it's not a joke. The fact is, when I was in UK, they used to run ads all the time. And the tagline that stuck in my head was, "You can do it if you B&Q it." The fact that I still remember it, like probably a few years down the line, means that either it really worked as a marketing ploy, or they're brainwashing me, one or the other.
But anyway, the executive director at Chin Well said that the company is in talk to supply fasteners with 2 or 3 potential clients in Europe and hopes to secure their business next year. I mean, you talk about Europe, right? Export stories, for instance, they are benefiting from the stronger European euro as well as the foreign currencies. But anyway, going forward, Chin Well Managing Director Sunny Sai Yung Chuan also says increasing sales volume coming in from the existing customers. They cited B&Q Q, which has increased orders for DIY product from 20% last year to some 30% this year.
And then here's the thing, right? I think that, yes, your European market, that's the big thing, but the European economy still seems to have shaky legs. Otherwise, we'd never be talking about Draghi and his unusual measures to boost stimulus. Saying that, does this make me think about whether now that people don't have as much sort of money to spend, consumer power to spend, they'd rather do their own shares than buying one pre-bought?
Right.
Maybe.
Anyway, just to take it away before we do that, earnings-wise, the revenue went a bit up, but the net profit seems to be a bit down in the fourth quarter. But anyway, just to sort of take it all home, we have Hotstocks today. Chin Well rose by 3% to end at RM1.69. Now, moving on to stock with momentum. We have Crest Builder, the construction and property play. It rose by 5% today at RM1.05. It was pegged as negative momentum by the Edge Research. Now, the share price has been on a downward trend by 20% year to date.
Yeah, but if you actually look at the earnings, it's the opposite story. And we're trying to pace this out a little bit for you. The fact is, you saw top line go up almost 100%. Net profit was an impressive 409% according to them. It was boosted by property development and construction revenue. Let's not forget that these guys were one of the first partners with Prasarana to develop this kind of city on top of the train stations.
Yeah, they call it TOD, Transit-Oriented Development.
Exactly. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to mimic what's happening in Singapore and Hong Kong, where you do have these buildings on top and it's like easy access. Saying that even Osaka has something like that, where the hotel sits on a major train station.
Yeah, but no, these two developments, so you have the bank at Jalan Ampang with a GDV of 1 billion ringgit and the gallery at Jalan Ampang also and the development 1.33 billion ringgit. But here's a question though. These developments, right, they are going to sell it to the mass market at a very hefty price of 1,000 per square feet. Now, that is not affordable, isn't it?
Well, it's most times they aren't affordable. I mean, you can clearly see who their market is going for, which I think is kind of ironic because if you are the type to take public transport, and I'm not generalizing for everything,
correct,
you would probably not have a driver. Not that all of us have drivers, but you know, public transport is something that should be for everyone. Can everyone afford 1,000 per square foot?
I don't think so.
All right, and here's the other thing about this company. The name Datuk Tajuddin Abdul Rahman should actually ring a few bells because they are partnering with Crest Builder. He, of course, is the Deputy Agriculture Minister. He has a company called Datuk Uto, which a lot of people say is Crest Builder's partner in all of this. But the thing is, what does Datuk Uto do? And that's a criticism he's actually got quite a bit. When you come to a ball, you bring a cake. You don't sit there and give nothing. So what does Datuk Uto do and where does their expertise come in when they don't seem to have it?
All right, now just to sort of like put a picture into this, the Datuk Uto is actually partnering with Crest Builder to build UiTM Tapa campus with a 20-year concession contract until 2034 that would see earnings last long. But anyway, to take it all today, this company, Crest Builder, it was pegged as negative momentum by the Edge Research, and it announced the third quarter results yesterday, where both top line and bottom line grew heftily.